Hello, my name is Kobe. Welcome to my tutorial on how to crochet this puffy flower tote bag and this cute handbag. I absolutely love how chunky and beautiful these pieces are, so I hope that y'all enjoy crocheting them as much as I did. I used 3 different colors of medium bulk yarn, a 5mm hook, and scissors. For this video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make the handbag, but if y'all want to make the tote as well, the process is the exact same. So first, let's start with the flowers. You're going to begin by making a magic circle, which you do by wrapping the yarn over your fingers in an X. Take your hook, go underneath the top right string and over the top left string and pull it through. And at this point, you can remove your fingers from the loop. Now you're gonna put your yarn over the hook and pull that piece of yarn through the loop that you just created. And there you have your magic circle. Now we're gonna start making the petals, and to do that you chain 3. So chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. This next part takes a little bit of practice, but you're going to yarn over your hook, put the hook through the magic circle, yarn over again, and then pull that through the loop and pull it all the way up to the height of the chain 3. And you're gonna leave this on the hook. So I'll show you again. Yarn over, put the hook into the magic circle, yarn over again, and pull all the way up to the height of the chain 3. Again, yarn over the hook, through the magic circle, yarn over, and pull all the way up. We need a total of 5 loops on the hook. We've done 3 so far, so we have 2 more left to go. Okay, so now that we've done that 5 times, we're going to grab our work, we're going to yarn over the hook, and then we're gonna pull that through all of the loops. And now we're gonna chain 4. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, and chain 4. And to finish our petal, we're going to do a slip stitch into the magic circle. So insert the hook, yarn over, and pull through the loop. So that's 1 petal complete. We need 6 petals per flower. So we're gonna repeat that pattern that we just did 5 more times. So let's show you that one more time. First, we're gonna chain 3. Next, we do 5 double crochets up to the height of the chain 3, but instead of finishing them off, we leave them on the hook. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through all of the loops, and then we're going to chain 4. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, and chain 4. Next, we slip stitch into the magic circle, and that is 2 petals done. We need 4 more, and I'll see y'all when we get there. For the last slip stitch into the magic circle, we're gonna pull it out extra far, and we are going to cut it with our scissors. So to complete the flower, we're going to pull on the string from the magic circle all the way, and we're going to fluff up the petals a little bit until it looks good. And now with these 2 strings that are sticking out, we can just tie them together in a double knot, and then we can just cut them off. And that is 1 flower done. For the tote bag, you need 35 of each color, and for the handbag, you need 12 of each color. So now let's move on to connecting the flowers. One at a time, you're gonna insert your hook into the tip of the petal of 3 flowers. So right now we have 2 flowers on the hook, and now we're going to insert the hook into the tip of this 3rd flower. Next, we're going to form a slip knot with our yarn. We're going to put the slip knot onto our hook and pull it tight. And then we're going to pull that slip knot all the way through all 3 flowers, just like that. Chain 1 to lock it in place, and that is your 3 flowers connected. Now you're going to continue adding flowers one by one until your bag is formed. To add another flower, you're going to chain 2 first, so chain 1 and chain 2, and then you're going to insert your hook into the tips of the petals again. So 2 of the petals that are a part of your work, and then a 3rd flower that you're adding to the work. Then you're going to take the yarn and yarn over the hook and pull that through all 3 flowers. And you're going to chain 1 to lock it in. So let's do that one more time. First we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to insert our hook into the tips of the petals of the flowers on our work. So that's 2 flowers, and then we're going to add a 3rd flower onto our hook as well. Next, we're going to take the yarn and yarn over the hook and pull that through all 3 flowers. And finally, we're going to chain 1 to lock it all in. As you can see, we now have 5 flowers connected to each other, and we're going to continue this pattern in a straight line. The base of the handbag, as you can see here, consists of 5 flowers, and the walls of the bag will fold up on each side of the base. For the tote bag, the base will be 8 flowers long. Once the base is complete, we're going to connect 2 petals from the base to 1 petal from the side wall. That way the bag will fold up and take its shape. So again, we begin by chaining 2. But this time, instead of having 3 flowers, we simply insert our hook into 1 petal from the base, then insert it into the adjacent petal on the same flower, and then finally we insert the hook into the last petal that we have here. And now we yarn over, pull through all 3 petals, and lock it in by chaining 1. Now we can continue adding flowers, this time to the other side of the wall. As always, you're going to start by chaining 2, so 1 and 2. And now we're just going to go back to what we've always been doing before. So insert the hook into the 2 flowers that are part of the work, and then you're going to add your 3rd flower onto the hook as well. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 flowers. And then you're going to chain 1 to lock it in. Here you can see we formed the corner of the bag, and now we're going to go around on the other side of the bag and fill in the flowers there. Now that we've formed the base though, we don't have to add a new flower every time. For example, this time we're going to be connecting 3 flowers that are already part of the work. So we're going to start again by chaining 2, 1, 2, and then instead of adding a new flower, we're going to insert our hook into 3 of the flowers that are already a part of our work. Just like that. Again, we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 flowers and chain 1. Now we're going to start alternating between adding a new flower and connecting 3 existing flowers. Here we can see the walls of the bag already starting to fold up on either side of the base. Here we've arrived at the far side of the bag, and as with the other side, we're going to connect 1 petal from the wall with the 2 petals from the base. So first, insert your hook into the 2 petals from the flower on the base, and then insert your hook into the nearest petal on the flower on the wall. Yarn over, pull through all 3 flowers, and then chain 1. Now we attach the 2 sides of the wall by connecting a petal from each wall to a petal from the base. And finally, we can move up to the second layer of flowers by attaching these 2 petals along with another flower. Once you've done that, you're going to go around the bag in a circle using the same pattern, making sure to alternate between adding a flower and not adding a flower until you've gone around the entire row and the second level of flowers is complete. The 3rd row of flowers should be the same, as well as any other additional rows that you choose to do. The handbag that I made has 3 rows of flowers, while the tote bag has a total of 6. Once you've completed the top row of flowers, you're going to go around the top edge of the bag one last time and connect adjacent flowers to each other so that they stay in place. You do this in the same way that you've been connecting all of the other flowers, except instead of connecting 3 at a time, you only connect 2. And instead of chaining 2 in between connections, you're chaining 5. So that's chain 3, chain 4, and chain 5, and now we're on to the next 2 flowers to connect. And we continue this pattern in a circle all the way around the top rim of the bag. Okay, so once we've made it all the way around the top rim of the bag, we can finally connect our yarn to the very beginning. We're going to slip stitch into the earlier chain that we made. Chain 1, pull it out, and then cut it. And this is what the bag should look like. Now we just have one more step, and that's to add the straps. First things first, we're going to turn the bag inside out. And as you can see, we already have these horizontal chains that go across the bag that we can attach our straps to. I'm gonna start my strap one row down from the top row of chains and at these two flowers right here. But you can start yours at wherever you think looks best. We're gonna start by making a slip knot and chaining 6. Now we're going to place our chain 6 where we want to start our strap, and we're going to skip a chain and do 5 single crochets behind the chain on the bag. So that means when you insert your hook, make sure that it goes behind the chain on the bag, and then you can continue your single crochet by pulling a loop through and pulling another loop through. So that was one single crochet. Our next single crochet is the exact same. Insert your hook, make sure that it goes underneath the chain on the bag, pull a loop through, and pull another loop through. So now we just do that 3 more times, and I'll see you when we're there. Our 5 single crochets are done, so now we're going to turn our work and start working the other way. On this side, we're going to do 5 slip stitches, that way we make it all the way back across the strap. So insert your hook, yarn over, and pull that all the way through the loop on your hook. And do that 4 more times until you get to the end of the strap. Now chain 1 and flip your work. For the rest of the strap, you're going to continue that pattern of 5 single crochets, turn your work, 5 slip stitches, chain 1, turn your work. Once you get to the top row of chains on your bag, you can either choose to attach your strap to it. I do because I think it makes it stronger, but it doesn't really matter too much. Once your strap is at a length that you're happy with, you can go ahead and attach it to the other side of the bag. And again, you're going to do this by single crocheting underneath the chain on the bag so that the strap is attached. Once you finish those last 5 single crochets, you can go ahead and pull out your yarn and cut it. The second strap should be the exact same as the first, except on the other side of the bag, and once you're done with that, all that's left to do is flip your bag inside out. And there you have it. If you enjoyed this tutorial or you made this bag, please let me know down in the comments and I will see you soon.